episode is brought to you by Support the Mountains Herbal Parasite Cleanse. This formula targets the small and large intestinal tracts and larvae, the most broad-spectrum formula available today. 100% organic, formulated by Dr. Mikio Sankey, author of the Esoteric Acupuncture series. For 10% off your first bottle, visit shopyogahub.com and use the coupon code CLEANSE at checkout. Hello and welcome to YHTV's Flowing into Awareness with visionary and master intuitive Anatara. I'm Christina Suzuma, your host for this program. Today our topic is Listen to Your Body Channel. Listen to your body channel. And with us is our beautiful Anatara.
Hello, Christina. How's your...
I like that.
Well, that beautiful that you just made was the channel of your body giving us information. It was channeling something. It was broadcasting.
There you go.
It was doing what we need to. So let me describe what listening to your body channel is all about. One's body is broadcasting all of the time. It broadcasts to us. It broadcasts to the people around us. It broadcasts to the weather, to the house, to the moment. It talks and whispers and pokes at us especially when we don't pay attention. You know, it's talking when we are paying attention. Sometimes it's trying to poke us, and sometimes it's really hitting us over the head if we're not paying attention. The most important thing about this broadcasting that the body does is that it is a reciprocal relationship with what I'm going to call the conscious part of ourselves, the part that is doing, the part that is having, the part that is acting. This dialogue always goes in both directions. It's never just one way or the other. So this means that you can ask your body to channel directly to the part of you that's listening, to the part of you that's wanting to listen, to the part of you that is opening to listening, opening to awareness. As you listen, you are your own body channel. So you're listening, and because you're listening, your body is that channel. Your body has a place to tell its information to. It has a place to broadcast to and then through. So, what does this mean to you? What does it mean to be your own body channel? So our bodies and our mental selves, our spirit selves, all of these different, bodies that are interrelated and superimposed and inside and outside of one another, they are uniquely adjusted to having this reciprocal relationship. In some of us, the body speaks more actively than the mind. In some of us, the mind speaks more actively in the body. And what I want to look at right now is how our bodies tell us things that we need to know. How our specific body channel is understanding what's going on physically, which is always influenced by the mental and the emotional and the spiritual. So when we can listen to our own body channel, we're going to hear the truth of all of the things that matter to us. We're going to hear the truth about how we're feeling about things. We're going to hear the truth about what we feel and need to do in order to be whole, harmonious, and complete beings. But your body channel, look at your body, look down at your body and see all of the ways it has to speak to you. It can speak to you through a perfection of being fit and strong. It can speak to you by showing you that there's an injury. It can speak to you by saying, "Oh, that foot is tanned." It can speak to you by showing you what your hands, your fingers want to do. It can speak to you by telling you where you'd like to take it right now. Would you like to walk through the grass? Would you like to walk on the beach? Do you want to sit down on the couch? These are ways that your body is channeling information to you. These are the ways that your body broadcasts to you. So, what informs these physical things about the body channel? What tells it what to say to you? Literally, what tells it, what informs it of what it should be telling you? It's an amazing question, really. Do we pay attention that way? Do we say, well, body, since my shoulder's a little sore today, what is it that you want me to know? Or do we say, oh, not that again. I really, need to change this. When the body says or takes a step, off the pathway into the grass, do we say, oh, that felt really good, body, thank you? Or do we just let it happen, which is also a perfectly acceptable way to work with it. So when we have an ache or a pain, or when we have a really warm, good feeling, or a sense of physical agility, physical accomplishment, what is the body telling you? What's it channeling to you? So if something feels really good, maybe it's saying, wow, whatever this activity is really matches me right now. Whatever this activity is a perfect complement to the way my body functions. I have the right amount of food inside me. The air I'm breathing feels clean and clear. I'm wearing the right clothing for this particular event. And my muscles are responding in this beautiful way. It's kicking me into a hormone response that really makes me feel blissful. Those are the steps to this body channel of yours describing to you what's happening. Then there's another kind of event where you stand up and that really doesn't feel good. That hurts. So when you look at your body and you look at it from the outside, you may think, my ankle's a little bit swollen. Or you may look down and say, those aren't the right shoes for what I'm trying to do. Or you may just have the feeling that there's something not perfectly okay about whatever it is I'm trying to get my body to do. But the body is telling you. The body is channeling to you the information that you require to proceed or not to proceed. And as with other things I describe, not proceeding is a form of proceeding. It's just the still form of proceeding and moving forward. So when you listen to your body, and when you delve into the reasons or the other elements of what the body is telling you and showing you, you get a much fuller picture of what's going on. You get a much fuller picture of what you may or may not need because you're listening. Okay? So in this body of yours, all of these signals are equally important. There's not one bit of a feeling that's less important than another feeling. We may think that an impactful kind of pain carries more weight than a very gentle, sensitive caress, but it doesn't really. These are all parts of the information available to us when we tune into our own body channel. The angels have always told me that everything has its own frequency. And all we need to do is to learn how to tune ourselves, our receptive selves, to whatever that frequency is. So what I'm sharing are the ways that we can become more effectively good listeners to the frequencies of our bodies. These bodies that aren't really alone and singular. These bodies that are also open and free and available to an infinite kind and an infinite number of other frequencies. So what's your body telling you, Christina?
This is a wonderful talk here because through the past years, some of my mentors have called it body wisdom. Mm-hmm. Because it truly, our bodies were formed well before many other parts and organs were formed. And we really do take it for granted. You're absolutely right, Anatara, that we don't listen or we don't become aware or we want to negate what it could really be saying. So I think this is such an important episode to raise that awareness and always continuously remind ourselves that if there is a twinge or if feelings, that whether it be a simple little scratch or an itch or something that it might be trying to tell us something.
Mm-hmm.
And it is beyond sometimes what we can put to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. It's very frequently more than what it appears to be. And sometimes those things that we give so much attention to are actually less than they appear to be. So listening to the body's signals, its frequency, you can start to decipher what things really do require a lot of attention and what things don't. Mm-hmm. And we also can remember that that's always fluctuating, always. Just be aware of all of those things that you were just describing, Christina, and don't doubt. Don't doubt anything, and don't give anything too much import. Be open to a fluctuation in the frequency even of those messages from your body channel. Mm-hmm. And be your body channel. Fully embrace it. Be happy about it. Be excellent in it. And being excellent in it sometimes means being still and quiet and holding back.
That's the best part. When you're still and quiet, that's when the frequencies can just take off.
Oh, can they ever?
Yes. Oh, wonderful, Anatara. Thank you for this moment. I think it's a very important piece of awareness that will really assist us through every day in this journey. Every day, every moment.
And it's so available. It's the most available thing we have.
Isn't it? Oh, love it. Love it.
Great.
Thank you so much. And of course, we would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us in this new platform of education and information. We're grateful for your continuous support, and we look forward to hearing your feedback on how we can serve you better. You can connect with Anatara by following her on Twitter @Anatara, and of course, through her own site, anatara.ca. anatara.ca. We always look forward to your comments and questions, and no matter when you are listening to this or watching this on your computer, you can be sure that if you post a message, we will make sure that Anatara will get it. Or you can give us a call at 818-LETS-TALK. 818-LETS-TALK. Until next time, namaste.
Visit it, the more that we revisit what we think the reasons for it are. So that scar does more to us. It's not just a concept or an idea or something invisible. It starts to show by making our persona less vibrant. It starts to show when we make choices that don't allow us to go past whatever that idea is about ourselves. It starts to show when we think, oh, I've been shut down by this person that